Sam Mini Madoff has finally been arrested after he stole over $3 billion from his customers' crypto accounts.
According to a YouTube channel, Fox Business, the FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried has been arrested in the Bahamas. Sam Bankman-Fried, founder of the FTX cryptocurrency CREADITS, has been arrested in the Bahamas. The country attorney general said that he is scheduled to appear in Tuesday in a magistrate court in the Caribbean country capital Nassau. Police said Mr. Bankman-Fried, 30, was arrested for the financial offenses against laws in the United States and the Bahamas. Last month, FTX filed for bankruptcy in the US, leaving many users unable to withdraw their funds. According to the court filing last month, FTX owed its 50 largest creditors almost $3.1 billion. Among the most serious allegations against the Sam Bankman-Fried is that he used billions of the dollars of the customer funds to prop up his investments trading company Alameda. It's unclear how much people who have funds in the exchange will get back at the end of the cryptocurrency proceeding, though many experts have warned it may be a small fraction of what they deposited. The FTX exchange allowed customers to trade normal money for cryptocurrency like the Bitcoin. The cryptocurrency are not currencies in the traditional sense but are stored online and act more like investment vehicles or the securities, often with a high degree of the volatility. Their anonymity means they have been favored from the criminals' activities such as drug dealing and the ransomware attacks. But their supporter says there is a huge potential for innovations and independent from the government. Mr. Bankman-Fried was once viewed as a young version of the legendary US investor Warren Buffett, and is recently as late October at a net worth estimated at more than $15 billion. He had become well known in the Washington D.C. as a political donor, mostly to Democratic politicians or groups supposedly supporting pandemic preventions and approved crypto regulation. Mr. Bankman-Fried has been due to testify about the collapse of the FTX before the US Congress on the Tuesday. However, he will now be unable to testify, according to the Congresswoman Maxine Waters, who said in the statement that he was surprised to hear that he had been arrested. Mr. Bankman-Fried's lawyers did not immediately reply to the BBS request for the comments. A statement from the Royal Bahamas Police Force on the arrest of the Samuel Benjamin Bankman-Fried. Police wish to inform that 30-year-old Samuel Benjamin Bankman-Fried of the California, USA has been arrested tonight. FTX, the owner and operator of the FTX.com cryptocurrency exchange, was founded in 2019 by Mr. Bankman-Fried, a former Wall Street trader and ex-Google employee Gary Wang. It became the second largest crypto exchange in the world, trading about $10 billion of the cryptocurrency a day. But on 11 November, FTX filed for bankruptcy protection after users pulled $6 billion from the platform in 2 days, and the rival exchange Binance abandoned a rescue deal. At the same time, Mr. Bankman-Fried resigned as FTX chief executive. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried was arrested in the Bahamas at the behest of the US prosecutor on Monday, a day before he was due to testify before Congress about the abrupt failure last month of one of the world's largest cryptocurrency exchanges. The arrest marks a stunning fall from the grace from the 30-year-old entrepreneur widely known by his initial Sam Bankman-Fried, who rode boom in Bitcoin and other digital assets to become the billionaire many times over until FTX's rapid demise. The exchange launched in 2019 and based in the Bahamas filed for bankruptcy in November 11 after it struggled to raise money to save off collapse as traders rushed to withdraw $6 billion from the platform in just 72 hours. Since then, it's emerged Bankman-Fried secretly used $10 billion in the customer funds to prop up his trading business. Breaking news: SBF was arrested in the Bahamian authorities. Statement from the Attorney General of the Bahamas, San Ryan Pandero Casey, on the arrest of the Sam Bankman-Fried. On 12 December 2022, the Office of the Attorney General of the Bahamas is announcing the arrest by the Royal Bahamas Police Force of the Sam Bankman-Fried, former CEO of the FTX. SBF's arrest followed a respite of the formal notifications from the United States there is a filed criminal charges against the SBF and is likely to request his extradition. As a result of the notification received and the material provided therewith, it was deemed appropriate for the Attorney General to seek SBF's arrest and hold him in custody pursuant to the Overnation Extradition Act. At the same time as the formal request for extradition is made, the BMS intend to process it promptly pursuant to the Bahamian law and its treaty obligations with the United States. Responding to the SBF's arrest, Prime Minister Davis stated, "The Bahamians and the United States have a shared interest in holding accountable all individuals associated with the FTX who may have betrayed and the public trust and broken the law." While the United States is pursuing criminal charges against the SBF individually, the Bahamas will continue its own regulatory and criminal investigations to the collapse of the FTX with the continued cooperation of its law enforcement and the regulatory partners in the United States and elsewhere. That's it for today. If you haven't already, subscribe the Bitcoin Thinking channel and turning on the right notifications button so you'll never miss over new videos like that one. So see you next time.